Welcome back to NerdCrave, and today we've got some awesome sales on Steam that you need to check out. So I have put together a list. I've done my exhaustive research. I've gone through all of the major sales that are on this week, carrying on through the first week and a half of May, and I have picked out some amazing titles that are on sale for great prices that all run either verified or at least confirmed playable on the Steam Deck. Let's get into it. So if you've been around Steam long enough, you know that stuff goes on sale all the time. There are great sales on Steam, and it's a great way when things go on sale to build out your library. Now, whether you have a Steam Deck right now, as a few of us do, or whether you're waiting for your Steam Deck and you're looking to build up your library so that it's robust and ready for you when you do get that Steam Deck, here are a bunch of games that are going to be absolutely awesome to play on your brand new deck. So several publishers have some big sales going on this week, going forward into the 9th, 10th, 11th of May, the first week and a half of May, starting with Koei Tecmo. Most of these developers also make games for other platforms, games that you may have heard of, you've certainly heard of. Koei Tecmo, for example, released the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection a while back, and this is a fantastic collection of 3 hack and slash Ninja Gaiden games that really should not be missed. Ninja Gaiden Sigma 1, Sigma 2, and 3 Razor's Edge. 3 games, 1 price. It's going for, now, just a disclaimer here, all the prices that I'm listing are Canadian dollars. So depending on where you live in the world, you should probably pay attention to the percentages that I'm going to tell you. But here in Canada, $34.11 for the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection is a fantastic price. That's just about $10-11 per game. That works out to 25% off right now. And for a fairly new collection, 3 games, I think that's a hell of a deal. Moving on to a series that a lot of you may not have heard of, and that is Blue Reflection. Blue Reflection 1 and 2 are both on sale, and these games on the Nintendo Switch and other platforms are getting to be pretty expensive physically, so maybe this is your chance to check them out. $29.99 for Blue Reflection 1, that's 55% off. I think that's a pretty darn good price. And $44.84, again, that's Canadian, so your mileage will vary depending on where you are, but that is 35% off. Blue Reflection 2 just came out, I believe, late last year. It's only a few months old, so that's actually pretty cool to have a pretty steep discount on this game already. Moving on to a couple of other really interesting games that I personally love and cherish, and I've played on the Switch and the PS4 and other systems, and that is the Atelier series. Now, pretty much the entire series, and there are tons of games available on Steam. I can't verify that they all work on the Steam Deck, but they are all on sale. But 2 that do work on the Steam Deck very well are Atelier Ryza and Atelier Ryza 2. Now, these games, if you're not familiar with them, they are RPGs, but more of a happy slice of life JRPG with a really strong component of alchemy, which is just a fancy way of saying sort of magically combining components for crafting. You do all kinds of, gathering resources and things like that, and then you put them together in this big witch's pot and make all the different things that you need, like weapon upgrades and things of that nature. And they're really charming, really fun games, beautiful art style, just fantastic games, highly recommend. Now, Atelier Ryza is a couple, 3 years old at this point, but it is one of the best games in the series. It is on sale, 50% off right now, $34.49 Canadian. Atelier Ryza 2, which is only a year and a half old or something, there's just been 1 game since, and it is on sale for $44.84, which is 35% off, and that's kind of what Koei Tecmo is doing with a lot of their other games. There are a bunch of other games up to as much as 90% off with the Koei Tecmo sales, so definitely check that out and do your own research as well. Moving on to the next developer on the list, and that is the mighty Capcom. Now, Capcom has made some amazing banger games over the years, and this sale certainly does not disappoint. So, many of you may be familiar with the Monster Hunter series, very popular series. Monster Hunter World came out on the PS4 several years ago, and it is still a popular game to this day, a great looking game that runs fantastic on the deck. Monster Hunter World is on sale right now for $19.99 or 50% off. Definitely grab that while you can. Monster Hunter Rise, the newest game that came out last year exclusively at the time for the Nintendo Switch, is now available on Steam, and it plays great on the Steam Deck. It is also on sale for 50% off at $39.99 Canadian. And then Monster Hunter Stories 2, a cute JRPG. The first Monster Hunter Stories was exclusive to the 3DS, and it's more of a turn-based JRPG with a cute art style. Monster Hunter Stories 2 came out on the Switch, and it's now available on Steam, and it also plays great on your Steam Deck, maybe with a few tweaks. So it is also on sale, $39.99. 50% off. Highly recommend checking out at least one of these games if you've never played a Monster Hunter game. It's really a thing on its own. Worth checking out, especially World at $20. You really can't beat that price to dip your toe into something new. And then, of course, Resident Evil is a huge series that goes back decades. If you haven't played a Resident Evil game, or if you haven't played one in a long time, the newest Resident Evil game, Resident Evil Village, is a verified game on the Steam Deck. It plays fantastic, and it is 50% off at $39.99 Canadian, so probably 25 or 30 US. Devil May Cry 5, the Devil May Cry series, for the most part, has been shown to run on the Steam Deck DMC, as well as Devil May Cry 4, Devil May Cry 5. I believe most of these are on sale, but I picked out Devil May Cry 5, and it is $27.49 right now, and again, Canadian dollars. That is 50% off, so wherever you are in the world, expect it to be 50% off, at least in North America. And then the Phoenix Wright Trilogy. If you've never played a Phoenix Wright game, they are essentially visual novels with a lot of point-and-click segments where you play as you're investigating a crime, and then you play as Phoenix Wright, the lawyer who is fighting, battling in court to get a guilty or innocent verdict for whatever you're looking for your client. And fantastic games. Traditionally, these have been associated with Nintendo handheld consoles like the DS, the 3DS, etc. But this game and the other Phoenix Wright game, the Ace Attorney Chronicles, are both playable on the Steam Deck. They're both on sale, but the Phoenix Wright Trilogy gives you 3 fantastic games, and it is $19.99. That is a price not to be missed. $20 for 3 great games, 50% off. Check it out. So that's it for my selections for Capcom. We have one more big developer to dive into, and that is the mighty Square Enix. Square Enix has been known over the decades for great franchises like Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy, and so many other unique and inspiring titles. Final Fantasy X and X-2 Remaster. Now, this has been floating around for like 10 years now. It was on the PS3, it was on the PS4, it's on the Nintendo Switch. If you haven't picked it up yet, the Steam Deck is a fantastic place to play it. It is verified, it runs and looks great, 60 frames a second for the most part. This is on sale for $16.49, 50% off. So you really can't beat that. If you haven't played X and X-2 yet, you're getting 2 games for like $15. Check it out. Going back to visual novels, like we mentioned with the Phoenix Wright games, the Nonary Games series, Zero Escape Nonary Games. This is 2 games, 999, which was a DS exclusive back in the day, and Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Now, these games are the precursors to a very popular game that came out not too recently, AI The Somnium Files. That is also available on Steam. It also runs on the Steam Deck. and yeah, I believe it's also on sale, but particularly for the original 2 games, the Nonary Games bundle, you're looking at $13.59 for 2 fantastic, exciting visual novels. Pretty similar if you've ever played the Danganronpa series, kind of the same idea where you're stuck in sort of an escape room sort of situation, and you've got to figure your way out, and there's a lot of stuff going on with the group of people that are with you, so I would definitely check those out if you haven't played them already. The Steam Deck would be a fantastic place to play them because these are traditionally handheld games to begin with, and I love that so much when I can play an old handheld on a game on a new handheld system. So those are $13.59 or 60% off. Great deal. Octopath Traveler. This was a big hit on the Nintendo Switch. It was exclusive to the Nintendo Switch for the first year or so. This is the first of the HD 2D style of games that Square is now quite invested in, and they're releasing games like Live Alive coming up this summer. They're doing Dragon Quest III Remake in the HD 2D style. It's quite popular. Octopath Traveler set the bar for that HD 2D style, and it is a retro 16-bit style RPG, JRPG that you should definitely check out. Right now it's on sale for 50% off, $41.99. I wouldn't say you're going to find it too much cheaper in the near future because this is a popular game that is doing very well for Square. The Alliance Alive. Now this is a weird one that I didn't even know was on Steam. I at one point thought this was exclusive to the 3DS, and the Alliance Alive is a great little JRPG, one of the top 3 or 4 best JRPGs on the 3DS. I'm not entirely sure how they've worked out the Steam port. I haven't played this on Steam yet, but this is definitely something I'm going to pick up because I have been interested in playing this game for a while. The Alliance Alive is on sale for $19.99, and you would probably pay $60 to $70 for a physical version on the 3DS, so definitely a good way to save money at 60% off. Worth every penny. And then Bravely Default 2 just came out a year or so ago. This was a sequel again to a 3DS game. This was on the Nintendo Switch, and I believe it was exclusive to the Nintendo Switch for a while, but it is now on Steam and verified to run and play great on the Steam Deck. $47.99 for this Canadian. Again, this is going to be cheaper in US dollars, probably $40, $39.99, something like that, at 40% off. And then finally, the last game. Now, pretty much all of the Final Fantasy games are on sale from Square Enix right now. A ton of them are anyway, but a few that piqued my interest. I mentioned the 10 and 10 2. Final Fantasy 13 is on sale right now as well. I'm currently playing that. It runs fantastic. I love it. Apparently 13.2 has some issues, so if you're looking to invest in the entire series, I would hold off and wait for some updates for 13.2, but that is also on sale, as is Lightning Returns, the third one in the 13 trilogy. But Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age, this was a really popular remake that came out a couple of years ago. It was on the Nintendo Switch, it was on the PS4. I've played the heck out of this game on the Switch, and I absolutely love it. Fantastic game, much better going back to it now than it seemed to be back in the day. But Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age, is $33.49 Canadian. That's 50% off, and that is going to be the end of our list today. What are some of your favorites in this list? Guys, let me know down in the comments. I would really appreciate your tips on other things that are on sale right now that you know work on the Steam Deck. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Stay classy.